Right, if you wonder why I just had to do that, it's because I'm the biggest idiot in the world. You see, you may have remembered that there was a brief statement last video where I said I recorded it once and I forgot to record my audio. Well, I did it again. And what's even more funny is I left my OBS recording, so I have the moment at which I realised when I plugged all of my videos in and there was no audio track. So, let me just play that real quick. So yeah, that happened. It's 2 days later now, as to when I originally tried to film this video. So I'm going to go for it again, and if the audio does not work, I'm going to shoot someone. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to shoot myself. No, I can't say that. Let's just get on with the video. There we go. Right. Hello everyone, welcome back. You should know what the update is. What, you don't know? If you took a look at my last video, you would have seen in the very last few frames that I left a code in Wingdings. Well, if you took that message written in Wingdings and then moved it into a Word document and then changed the font to be something else, and then went back one letter on the alphabet for every single letter, you'd reveal a code saying audio next. So, in this video we're focusing more on my acting and impressions to start with, because believe it or not, somehow I've got that involved. Then we'll go through some script writing, which is English, not code. Then we're going to go through some bug fixes, and at the end part of the video, we'll cover the new additions. Does it sound like a plan? Let's get into it. Timestamps below. So, for my game, I want a storyline. I have a basic idea of what it is, so I wrote out a fun intro scene. And then I got to work doing some voice lines. Clips here. Hello, I'm a hammer man. I have a hammer. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. Join me in becoming a new leader of our membership. I can't do it, Jack. I can't let you go. Alright, that should be enough of that. After taking these clips into DaVinci,
which is what I'm using to record this very video right now,
I went through cutting and ordering audio clips to make it sound like I'm having a conversation. From here, I added some distortion on one end to sound like it is coming through a phone. Now I need some sound effects. I found a free sound effects website online and downloaded some that I thought matched the vibe. With these sound effects, I had all the audio that I needed. I found a free video of ambient space and added that on top, then exported the file and spent far too long getting it into Unity. Oh, also I custom created a 3D text just for the intro of the game. Enough of that. Let's do bug fixes. First, I tweaked the movement of the player, increasing the weight of the ship and decreasing the sensitivity, because participants kept spiraling out of control. I changed my canvas and all the UI, which now scales based on the resolution. However, it is locked at a 1920 by 1080 aspect ratio, so if you had it that wasn't full screen on a monitor, it would go a bit... yeah. Finally, I linked the ammo text with the actual amount of ammo in the guns. Guns. Oh yeah, I added guns. This took forever. No, I mean forever. I've been working on guns for far too long. If you live with me, you'd know that. But you don't live with me, so you don't know that. Except for the fact that most of you know that. I stumbled on my sentence like 4 times there. However, it's all working now, and... okay, hang on. Okay, now it's all working. And, yeah, so, well... I duplicated my enemy like 20 times, so now you actually have some players to fight. At first, this wasn't really functioning, but I realized I could just add colliders to them, and then they couldn't take exactly the same path. Plus, the moment that you shoot them, they all tend to spiral out their own way anyway. The game is actually starting to get pretty fun to play, so let's have a look at some gameplay. Okay, intermission over. Shop. In the last video, I set up the basics, adding a little overlay where I can manually set which camera view to pan to. This worked, but it wasn't really that user-friendly. But hey, remember that brainwave I had last video? Cool. And then we have our rotation percentage. Well, that's because I realised there was a much simpler way of doing things. You see, before, I had a separate function for every view, substituting every number in. I also found I would have to do this again for the text, and again for the rotation, and again, and again. Every time I wanted to add a new ship, I'd have to write more code. I'm lazy, I don't want to do that. So, let's think about OOP. No, that's not the noise I make when I dunk on the haters. Object-oriented programming. My object is a spaceship, and every spaceship needs 3 attributes, its name, position, and rotation. So I made 3 arrays storing each of these. Now, in my scene, I have 2 buttons, left and right. Using my ship view array, I can start the scene by setting it to 0, and when I press right, it increments by 1, triggering the rotation function and moving my camera to the next ship. Moving to the left minuses 1 from the index, triggering the rotation function, moving my camera to the previous ship. Excellent! I added this little mini-map in the top right, and I changed the second Earth to look like Mars now, because, you know, why not? And for now, the game is in a really fun state. I want to finally get upgrades working next time, along with fixing some more issues I'm currently having, but the end is finally beginning to come into view. So, what should you expect in the next update? Well, hopefully you'll expect a fully functioning video that doesn't need to be recorded 3 times because you forgot to save your audio and you forgot to hit record. What doesn't fly shall. What needs completion shall. My appetite for functions may be full and well, but my increasing need for content is not as swell. Thank you very much for watching. Bye. I'm so saturated. Look, I look like I'm tan. I'm not, but I look like it.